Hey guys, Big Mitchum here, and today we're going to go back to the past. We're going to compare Extraction from Battlefront 2015 to today's Star Wars Battlefront 2, as we just got the Extraction update this week. We're going to look at three major points. We're going to look at why Battlefront 2 Jabba's Palace feels so congested compared to the original game. I've seen a lot of complaints about that. Why there's no heroes, and would heroes be better than reinforcements? We're also going to look at infantry customization to see how it comes into play in both games, to see if there's certain star cards that work, don't work, which game has the better infantry setup. Be sure to let us know in the comments below if there's anything you guys think should be in here that we missed, and let's jump into it. So I have heard a number of people talking about how 8 versus 8 feels very cramped in Jabba's Palace. I personally have the same complaint, and I can assure you there is a slight reason why we feel this way. First things first, I gotta mention that the final phase of this map, either way, plays out the same way in both games because there's plenty of space. You're definitely not going to feel like this. However, it isn't until you take a slightly deeper look into the combat in the first phase that there is visibly a difference in viewpoint between the two games. In Battlefront 2015, the camera is slightly higher and further back in the tight corridors. This presents the illusion that there's more space around you, when in fact the sizing is virtually the same. So if you're feeling claustrophobic, then you have a reason to, as the camera is closer and it adds the element of feeling confined, when in fact the sizing is virtually the same. Next up, a lot of people have already asked why heroes aren't an Extraction in Battlefront 2, and the response we got was due to balancing. I would almost agree that the game is more balanced without heroes if it weren't for one thing, which I'll get to in a moment. So after playing a few rounds of Extraction on Battlefront 1, I thought the heroes weren't advantageous enough to warrant the conclusion they were too overpowered. But the big difference is in Battlefront 1, the heroes don't regenerate health, with the exception of Bosk. But this confined map doesn't really allow Bosk to camp at a distance, so that's all good. So in Battlefront 2, a good player with a hero could be severely advantaged, and I personally would respect their decision to not have heroes if it weren't for that thing I alluded to earlier, which is the Wookiee Warrior. This Chewie wannabe has one-shotted me enough times that I would almost rather heroes in the game mode. A good solution for this, obviously, would be to up the points. I'd say 5 to 6k, because the health and power of these guys, they're just insane. So in my opinion, overall, I think that they made the right decision, but I'd like to see the Wookiee Warriors and maybe even another couple of reinforcements just up the points just slightly. Maybe somewhere in the 15 to 20% range. So for the third installment, I conducted an experiment using both games and concluded that infantry is much more diverse in Battlefront 2015, especially when it comes to Extraction, than in Battlefront 2. I found that Battlefront 2 is limited to the Assault class and Officer class, with the Vanguard and Grenades playing very well on this map. Aside from the Scattergun and Grenade that mimic the Assault class, the Dioxis Grenade was a huge deal breaker, a game changer, so to speak. Trait cards from Battlefront 2 made it much more fun to go on kill streaks, because in Battlefront 2 you weren't working towards getting a hero. The item pickups and the seemingly infinite choice of blasters made the map quite interesting to say the least, where I felt as in Battlefront 2 I used the same setup each and every time. So let us know in the comments below what you guys think of this video. I mean, it is a little bit... There's obviously more at play here. The Extraction in Battlefront 2, the immersion of the castle map is just unbelievable. I love how the castle map plays in all phases. I don't have as much of a Wookiee Warrior problem on the castle map, but I just felt like it was worth comparing the two games, apples to apples, just to show the 3 points that we mentioned, and maybe how Battlefront 2 could or could not have improved. So let us know in the comments below what you guys think. If you hate it, give us a thumbs down. Tell us how you feel. We'd love to know. And if you're new, give that subscribe button a slap. We'll see you guys again next time.